You think with enough knowledge, you can have the answer to everything?
What do you mean by answer to everything?
So you mentioned that if you had only read more books or more philosophy, you would have a better understanding of certain things. Let's say you could read all the philosophy books in the world.
Um, no, I don't think so. I would have better understanding, yeah, but I wouldn't be able to understand everything, right? I feel like humans. So I think it's like one of two things, or maybe both, but either like you have like all of knowledge as this universe of data, and our human minds, we're just biological organisms, and our human minds are only have certain limits, and we can only perceive a strict subset of this universe, or it's something um, like color blindness, like where, in a sense, you can see everything that people with normal vision can see, but you're seeing it through a different lens, and you're missing everything that you do see is missing some sort of data. Um, so, no, I don't think. No matter how many philosophy books I read, no matter how many years pass, I guess I'll never know everything. But I think it's useful to keep on trying and learn as much as I can. It's also not just for the sake of getting an answer, but just for the sake of because it's interesting and it satisfies a curiosity. So
How do you perceive the notion of like a prophet then, like someone who everyone believes to be like someone who's all knowledgeable? Because they were humans too at the end of the day, right?
mm. Which in a way is kind of the antithesis of what you're saying, in some way, because I guess like the prophet in that sense would be like the person with all knowledgeable, all capable. So like it would fit your two variables of it's capable of doing anything, it's capable of working hard, and also he knows how to do it, it knows everything.
So your question is, can a prophet know everything, or?
So you mentioned that like you can read all the books that you have in the world, but still not have enough knowledge to know the answer to everything, right? But there are certain beings that society as a whole can agree upon and say, or like looks up to or has faith in, certain prophets that we believe to be all knowledgeable. You're personally feeling that regardless of how many books you read, you will never become the all knowledgeable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you're also aware, or at least have faith in the existence of someone who is all knowledgeable.
No, I don't. Currently, I don't. But I think it's possible that those people can exist, but currently, I don't. I'm not sure someone like that exists. So,
How would you even define the all knowledgeable? Because then the matter of ethics or absolute truth comes in.
I'm not sure how to answer that. Define the all knowledgeable. So basically, like you're asking to define kind of God, basically, like some being that has perfect knowledge of everything. Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you had to imagine such a being existing, how would you imagine?
How would you imagine it? So you give them something to think. If you had to guess, is it one person? Is it multiple persons? Is it where are they living, or where's he living?
Where's who living?
This person you're mentioning, is it like 10,000 feet above the the ground, or
I don't know. I think it's a bad question to begin with. because we often forget that knowledge is being created all the time. Um, like, I don't think there's a set limit or set definition of knowledge. Like, if you go back maybe 1,000 years, what might have been considered knowledgeable would be very different than what is considered knowledgeable today.
I mean, it's knowledge created or invented.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Also,
what I'm.
if it's created, then you make the point that the all knowledgeable will already know everything because at the limit everything will be found, and then he's already so like we're here, he's there, and like we're just catching up to him, which we'll never because it's infinity. But checkmate.
No, that is what I'm trying to say. Which is why it's a bad question.
I mean, this model was what I meant by all knowledgeable is like you have perfect knowledge of all the states that you could be in as a person. It doesn't necessarily mean you're like God that knows everything in the whole universe, right? It's just you know enough to know where your life is going to lead at any possible direction.
Yeah, we're not criticizing that the model is mostly about because you mentioned religion and then he was mentioning about the all knowledgeable like being.
Yeah, I was just curious to see, like, because you started, as you mentioned, believing in God, and then you started thinking more deeply about it. So I was curious if, in that period of time, how did you reconcile with that emotion of first believing in someone so deeply, and then coming to terms where you might not believe in the existence of someone like that?
I don't really understand your questions though.
So yeah, his English is not his first language, mine either. But the question, if I understand it correctly, is that you believe in God.